welcome to definitely the final video in the selection series, the fourth video. And this program here is actually fairly, I don't know if it's useful, but it's interesting. Okay, like if you want to find out the day that you were born, okay, if you type in your birth date, and it'll tell you that you were born on a Wednesday. It doesn't matter what date you put in, it comes back with the day of the week in which you were born, or whatever other date is important to you. Okay, so in order to do that, you need a formula. And I have the formula listed right over here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. It's too big. Let's make it a little smaller. And you can look this up if you want. I made a screenshot of the textbook, and it's called Zeller's formula in chapter 3, which is this chapter here. And this guy came up with this formula here. Okay, now we're not going to derive it. It's beyond the scope of what we can do right now. But he's got a formula with a whole bunch of variables, J's and K's, and this is the month, and the Q is the day of the month. But you go through this formula. What we have here is H is the day of the week. 0, if you get a 0, it's Saturday. Okay, kind of bizarre. 1 is a Sunday, 2 is a Monday. And basically, it's going to be this H is guaranteed to be a number between 0 and 6, because this big calculation is being modded by 7, and when you divide by 7, the remainder is a number between 0 and 6. So that sounds good. We get the Q, we put that Q, that's the day of the month, whatever month you type in. Month, M is the month, but 3 is March, the normal values. 3 is March, 4 is April. The problem is, not really a problem, is the way this formula was derived. January and February, being months 1 and 2, are counted as months 13 and 14 of the previous year. So there's a little snafu in our calculation there. But once you take a look at the code, you're good to go. And then the rest is just a simple temporary variables that we need to calculate to put in here. J is, if I divide to get the century, they call that J. Whatever the year is divided by 100, that's J. K is the year of the century. And let's see how to do that. Okay, we grab our values. Okay, now I wrote this code showing you the code. You don't want to see me type it in, but it's all the same. Okay, we definitely need a scanner. We prompt for the year, month, and day. And okay, that makes sense just by looking at the prompts. And I'm not going to do any more prompting at this point. I'm just going to close my input. No more reading from the input because it's done. So that gets rid of the error, or that, whatever. We'll get rid of that warning. Now we got to take care of, before we do any kind of formula calculations, we need to take care of the issue of January and February. So if you happen to type in month as 1, that formula needs a 13 for the month, and we got to back off on the year. If it's 2, that's February, make it the 14th month, back off on the year. That's what you just need to do. Anything else is fine. Okay, if I typed in month as 3, you don't do that adjustment. You're good to go. All right, so now we have to calculate that J and K, and this is the calculation. You can see the mod 7, big calculation there. Day of week. Now the day of week is going to output 0, 1, 2. So we need to translate the 0 into something that makes sense to us. So if it's 0, we have day of week is Saturday, 1 is Sunday, whatever we output. And I'm going to enter a date. What's the date? The date of this video right now is 8/9/2020. Let's see, that should be a Sunday. I'm doing this on a Sunday. So 2020, month is 8, 9. It's a Sunday. Yay. It works. The program works great. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this now. This works, but the problem is you can do it a lot better. Because I don't like multiple output statements like this. I don't like that. Why don't we make use of some variables, okay? Like a variable would be a string variable that takes in string day of week, day of DOW. We'll initialize it to nothing. Put nothing in there for now. Okay? So instead of doing all this stuff here, what I'm going to do is, I suppose what I can do is this. Look at this. Why don't I say the day of week is equal to of week, OW equals Saturday. Okay? Make it Saturday. Get rid of this. So what I'm going to do is pretty much the same thing. Day of week, I got to do this 7 times, so bear with me. Okay? If day of week is 1, then DOW. I actually would like to start using something like that. String day of week. Okay? A lot of people like to put the word str as an indication that the variable contains a string. You don't have to, but it just seems nicer when you look at code. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing here. Equals Monday. In fact, what I'm going to do is copy all this code to speed it up a little bit. Copy. And then I'm going to say, paste that. That's Tuesday. I'll get rid of that parenthesis in a second. Get rid of that. Wednesday, and we only got a couple more days left, guys. Hey. So then it's almost over. Almost over, guys. Bear with me. And really, this last if statement is not necessary. When you think about it, if the value of day of week is a number between 0 and 6, guaranteed, there's no need to check for 6 because it's guaranteed to be 6. Okay, so this must be Friday. Right there. So let's get rid of this. This little schmaltz there, that guy, and that guy. We can get rid of that. So here's what we got. Much better program because this chunk of code, okay, that chunk of code basically converts the number that we generated to a string, and now we only need one print statement, printf or print, and all you. In this case, you know what I'm going to do? See, this with a print line, I need to do this. I need to concatenate string day of week like so. All right, and that would work. That would work. Let's see. 2020. The month is 8. 9th day. I should get. It looks the same as what we had before. Or we can do it this way with a printf statement. Let me just copy this. Copy. Paste. Make it a printf statement. Print formatted, they call it. And with the print format, you need the first argument is the descriptor of how you want to output the remaining arguments. I only want to output one other variable, so there better be a % sign somewhere inside that string. I'm going to copy this. Copy, put it into here. Day of week will literally be printed out. And after we do the is, we're going to type out %s for string, because this is a string. That's a string. So we're going to output this as a string, and then put a new line at the end. And that looks exactly the same as what we had before. 2020, 8, and 9. Sunday. Okay, very good. Okay, I've given you all that I can give you for if statements and switch statements and the like. Now, certainly this could have been done with a switch statement right here, but I wanted to sort of use existing code as much as I can and massage it to make it look better. All right, we'll see you in the next chapter.